Hey you guys, I briefly want to talk about what this video is about so people cannot get confused. This video is basically talking about, why is YouTube so strict and why you're beginning to hear more and more bigger YouTubers getting age restricted. And I'm also going to be talking about why small channels, why it's so hard for us to grow. Basically, it's because of, like thumbnails, your titles, what people don't know. Sometimes YouTube will look at that first and they will probably suppress the views because it's inappropriate for younger viewers. I'm going to be discussing about two YouTube channels that did inappropriate things with kids, and that's just to give you guys an example why innocent channels like CoryxKenshin and AyChristene or small channels like mine are having issues with either growing or issues where their videos are getting deleted or age restricted. Things like that, just to give you a heads up of what this video is actually about. I'm not telling you not to have a YouTube channel. I'm not telling you that YouTube is bad, but YouTube needs to figure out a way to push people through their algorithm a little bit better with, still keeping it safe for the kids. I understand that. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get into the video, shall we? Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl here, Nia Leah. Welcome to the channel. Now, I do advise you guys to go look up jacksepticeye video about YouTube issues, as well as CoryxKenshin, Wolfe, as well as AyChristene, their issues that they have with YouTube. I'm going to bring this out that if you are a person that don't think that nothing is wrong with social media at all, you don't see any issues with it, you don't see what type of content that they're actually trying to push, maybe this is not the video for you. If you don't like what I'm saying, please leave. I'm gonna just say that. Maybe I'm not the channel for you. Well, half of y'all don't even watch anyway. But anyway, yeah, going back to the topic. I just want to bring out that these bigger YouTubers, they have somebody to actually talk to when they have an issue with their channel. Unlike people like me, we do not have anybody to talk to about YouTube issues, because for one thing is we haven't been pushed through the algorithm like small content creators and itsy bitsy tiny channels. We have not been pushed through the algorithm like since 2019. I started to notice that my channel started to suffer a whole lot in 2019 because, YouTube got sued back in 2019 for misguiding kids. So yeah, back in 2019, Google and YouTube will pay record $170 million for alleged violation of children's privacy law. So this happened back in 2019. The minute when all of this happened, I noticed that my channel tend to lose a lot of views, and it was because they messed with the algorithm. So this is one of the ways that YouTube messed with the algorithm and it hurt the small channel. Now, when you come to your channel, you go to a video and you click on it. Now, when you go down here, this video is set to not made for kids because you have to put yes or no made for kids because of the COPA law. Regardless of your location, you're legally required to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, and or other laws. You're required to tell us whether your videos are made for kids. This happened right after they got sued. I don't know if you guys know, before all of this, there were a lot of weird things that was going on YouTube with kids. One of them was a family channel. There tends to be a lot of family channels on YouTube, and it's like YouTube lets them stay on there because they think that they're family friendly. And you still have some family friendly channels that's on here that is questionable. We're going to talk about that. Give me a sec. The one that I want to talk about was Daddy 05's Mike and Heather. Martin were driven off the internet after child abuse claims. So, let's read their story. What happened to the Daddy05 YouTube channel in 2017? Mike and Heather posted a video of them pranking their two children, Cody and Emma, in the video. They blamed the children for spilling ink on the carpet, though the parents planted the spill. Heather and Mike can be seen screaming and swearing at the children, particularly Cody, over the spill. And it further goes on to down here that they were facing child negligence charges for their prank videos. They also were in a custody battle for their kids. Another thing too was their YouTube channel was deleted. But the funny thing is about it is they have another channel. It's called the Martin Family. You clearly can see the dad face here. And YouTube's been deleting all their videos on the old channel. So they just made another new channel. And I don't understand. A whole bunch of people went over there and subscribed, build them up. And I was like, wait a minute. They have another channel? For all the stuff that they did, they were able to make another channel and still be on YouTube. I was like, really? Really? So that's just one of the things that puzzles me.
YouTube, they still employ on their channels to this day. In order to make it big, you have to be vibrant, risque, and willing to clickbait anything for views.
No, you don't.
How do I not love you?
Damien, I sat here and catfished you.
It don't matter, I threw the ring.
Why'd you throw the ring and flowers? I was kidding.
And I mean anything.
But what y'all want us to do? What's our other options? Have an abortion? Get rid of it? What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your boy Damien there.
Yeah.
Truthfully, their content hasn't changed or evolved much from the very start at all. A video like She's Having Contractions Already from 5 years ago is basically indistinguishable from the official Prince Family labor and delivery video.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So, this is a family channel. Alright? And I tend to notice with these family channels, I mean, I know y'all heard of that Ace Family. I've never seen these channels. I've only seen other YouTubers who talk about them, like this YouTuber here, Aubrey. Go check out the whole video. This is his video, not mine. He made this portion of the video. So this is his own, I'm sorry, this is his own video, so go check it out. But I tend to notice that a lot of these videos like this, the clickbait, the shock value, I know you guys heard of iShow's Speed. I don't know how to say his name. I think he almost burned up his room with firecrackers. I know he has over 1 million views. I noticed that YouTube tends to push these type of content creators, or the family that I mentioned before, where Daddy05, where they used to make their kids cry for views, or people like do what the Prince family does, do a lot of shock value clickbait stuff to get views on their channel. I noticed these videos, they blow up. These people blow up. They get millions of views. They make so much money. Whereas people like me who try to stay in the guidelines, and don't even get pushed. Now, before I talk about certain small content creators, I also want to talk about briefly, I want to show you a clip of another YouTuber that used to clickbait, talking about giveaways to kids. He used to manipulate kids. Yes, there's actually people out here that does a lot of manipulation, just like the Prince family. I found out too that they too have been in some scams too recently as well. I'm gonna play theirs first, and then I'm gonna play, I think his name is Lipsy, afterwards. Yeah, so let me show this to you guys.
$100.
You paid $3.95 for a year.
It's a year,
not a month. You don't pay $3.95 a month. You pay $3.95 for it a year, bruh.
And that was just for the pre-sale. Without the discount, their services would run you about $3,000.
It's $3.95 right now, but when it launches, it haven't launched yet. Everything, the system is up, the system is running. But you know, we don't have it's not ready yet. So that's why it's $3.95. When it launches, it's gonna be $27.95, almost $3,000. 3,000. You want to pay 3,000, you want to pay that 395. But when it launch, I'm telling you, the price is going to jump.
But nevertheless, people still bought the course. And with the way these two were hyping it up, they sure made a ton of lofty guarantees to a lot of fans.
You will be successful. You will be successful. Like, there's no doubt about it. It's so crazy how we went from being broke, being homeless, to less than a year later owning 5 cars and having 2 cribs. Like, this is, we got two kids.
Yeah.
We trying to set our kids up for success. You feel me? We're trying to change my mom's life. We try to change our parents' lives, our friends' lives.
Everybody around us.
Even the person that's watching this video right now, we're trying to change your life.
Yeah.
If we can do it, and you can do it.
it.
Anybody can do it. We can do it. You can do it. Anybody can do it. If you guys want to change your life like we did, just sign up today. Sign up right now.
Stop what you're doing and sign up now. Don't wait. Sign up now.
What you waiting for? Matter of fact, stop watching this video. Go sign up right now. Hey, let's get it, man. Let's go. Hey, our handshake.
DMB
Nation.
Okay, so it says, please select a category below to continue. So I'm going to select getting started. Nothing happens. I'm going to select equipment. Nothing happens. Developing good content. Nothing happens. I'm just going to show you real quick. Nothing happens when you click on any of these.
But was it any shock to find out the course still hadn't even been acknowledged by the couple in November of 2017? Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
So you said that that DMB Nation did not respond to you guys either?
Yeah. I just spoke with accounting and I have no idea. Like, I wish we knew because a lot of people call. And yeah, it looks like DMB just kind of disappeared on us, so they haven't answered anything. I've been reaching out to them, so everyone's pretty irritated about it.
Yeah. I mean, when people work for their hard-earned money and then you just see videos of them buying Corvettes, all these nice cars, houses and stuff like that. With our money, that kind of pisses us off.
They made a few posts here and there alluding to something happening eventually, but it just never materialized, and it's kind of been hard trying to find information on it since. From what I've gathered though, Damien just never saw eye to eye with the studio, and according to their old channel manager, they kind of lost interest after realizing just how many moving parts were at play. It's easier to shoot something really quick by yourself in a bedroom versus with an actual production crew who are all paid to be there.
Why did Damien and Bianca never completed the university?
When you do your videos and stuff, and it's just you and a camera, it's easier, to film. You feel more comfortable and stuff. But when you're shooting in front of a whole film crew inside a professional studio, that's game changing.
Not to mention all the fans who paid hundreds of dollars to see it. As far as I know, the cash was returned, but the whole ordeal left the couple between $50,000 to $80,000 in the hole, to which Damien blamed their manager for.
DMB University, I paid out of my pocket, I paid out of my pocket $50,000, bro.
And if you include flying back and forth from Las Vegas, all rounded up to he probably invested about $80,000 into that system. Janae clarified that when Damien said she stole from me, it was because the university was her idea, and DMB University and the platform itself was never actually completed.
It's all a confusing ordeal, but trust me, it's not about to get any simpler.
Lipsy Jimmy makes fraudulent content with a whole GTA 6 with fake giveaways. The list goes on. I could be here for hours.
I've been basically manipulating my fans into liking my video thinking there's going to be a big giveaway, but I kind of thought when you actually make a video that's not clickbait and that is related to you, you get like 5 views.
Basically forcing kids to use them for support a creator and for fake giveaways.
We're giving away a bunch of V-Bucks cards. Bro, I'm not even joking.
This is the story of how gaining 6 million subscribers based solely off personality and hype is destined for failure over the long run. A story warning of the potential dangers in taking advantage of your young audience's naivety. The story of how building a career on deception and lies will always come back to haunt you. When you build your YouTube channel on sand as opposed to rock, it's only going to be so long before it all comes crumbling down. We're talking about the story of Lipsy Jimmy, a long-time YouTube content creator who was at one point gaining millions and millions of views by essentially...
Okay, so I show you both of those views. I show you the Prince family, about how they were trying to start up a university and they took all these, you know, the university classes cost way too much money. I think it was 3 something for a whole year, and then if you didn't pay up front when it launched, it was going to be 2,000. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I don't know why a lot of these people, I notice they tend to be like, oh, let me help you build up your platform. Let me help you, small content creators. Let me help you. I hear a lot of this mess like, oh, this is how you can build up your channel on YouTube, all these little things on YouTube. None of that crap works. All those little videos on YouTube, none of that ish don't work. I don't know why YouTube let that stuff come through the algorithm. None of it ever works. These are nothing but just scams. Half of them all want your money, or they just want your views. One of the two. There's also articles online. Why is my YouTube channel not growing? 9 reasons explained, and it goes by bit as to why your channel is not growing. The only thing that stuck out to me is your video quality. Could be your video quality could be promoted. Like, poor video quality plays a big part when you wonder why is my channel not growing. More often than not, the lighting, the audio in your video, the low quality camera may result in poor video quality. I get that. That does play a big part. But what people gotta understand, when you're first starting out on YouTube, you do not have money for a $400 camera. Some people don't have that type of money for a $200 mic. Okay, they have to get what they can get that they can afford to grow on YouTube, and then when they could, they'll get it bits and pieces. I don't know why people throw this stuff up for us small content creators to look at and see. I think this is a blogger by Lene. Like, Lene, honey, you need to do your research. A lot of small content creators cannot afford these things. I'll let you see this. I'll put the link down below so you guys can read this. It's just ridiculous what they think that small content creators can do. The other video I showed was of Lipsy. He was another one that scammed kids. If you notice, both of these channels that I mentioned, they're family content. They're family friendly content. These are not like rated. These are not considered rated for mature, age restriction, or whatever. These are family friendly content for kids. These are the videos that's being pushed through the algorithm for everybody to watch. Now, despite the Prince family, they haven't fallen yet, but I know the Ace family is falling as we speak. But the Lipsy Jimmy, because of him clickbaiting and, you know, scamming, to me he's a scammer, scamming the kids by coming over to watch his channels and talking about how he's going to give them giveaways and never did. His channel has fallen. And I also talked about the other family previously, which is the Daddy O Fives. Their channel has fallen, but they made another channel, but that channel's not doing not doing very well either. Now, I want to talk about another family. It's called the Lambert Family. They are another family-friendly channel. Aww. And I want you to see how they clickbait one of their videos. Let's see.
In the video, Cole and Seth start by telling the vlog about the wildfires and that they may need to evacuate in order to stay safe. After claiming he just got an evacuation thing on his phone, Cole loads his family into the car and proceeds along the interstate to escape the fires, stopping for ice cream along the way. He's really making a day out of it. I thought this was supposed to be about a wildfire. Only come to find out, their neighborhood in Ladera Ranch was never under an evacuation notice at all, unlike what they claimed. And that's not me saying that. That's coming from the National Wildfire Coordinating Group. Not to mention the countless testimonies from fellow neighbors living in Ladera Ranch who took offense to the way Cole and Saf played up their circumstances for YouTube.
And I just think it's really sad that they would exploit a situation that's as serious as a fire that so many people were evacuated from, just so that they could get more likes or more hits.
It is a really scary thing, and if it was something used for social media, that I guess that's something that is a little messed up.
See the thumbnail with them looking scared?
Wow. Yeah, that is just that was never even, we were never even near that.
They never issued a full apology or reached out to the news for comment, though they did temporarily privatize the video, rename it, and change the thumbnail to a random frame. They basically used a natural disaster as an excuse to take a family trip down to San Francisco, which they could have just done without the clickbait.
I have friends who were evacuated in a very scary situation, so, you know, kind of making light of that, I don't think was proper. Just to make a buck.
But one thing is for sure, this wouldn't be the last time they clickbaited circumstances they've never actually had to experience themselves.
Give these family-friendly, kid-friendly, rated E channels on YouTube. They are winning. Give them a round of applause. They are awesome. I'm gonna go subscribe to them. Now, what I find very interesting, they make it seem like there was a fire coming to the neighborhood, so they had needed to evacuate. You heard that. But what puzzled me the most was, I don't know why it puzzled me. I shouldn't be shocked by this time. I shouldn't be shocked at all. They changed their freaking thumbnails after it went on the news. Look, all I can say is, I'm not making this stuff up. This stuff is real. Like, this really did happen with some YouTubers. A family-friendly I can't. This is so funny to me. I can't even keep a straight face. Like, the balls of these people. They changed their thumbnail to another thumbnail. They used the fire evacuation. And, you know, people have gotten hurt and lost their homes, you know, from fires. Wildfires over there in California, and they just made a meal off of it. I'm telling you guys, this is the stuff that get pushed so much through YouTube. But they also kind of, like, you know, lost some views afterwards because there were some more scandals. I don't, y'all gotta tell me what y'all think of this stuff, man. Like, come on, man. I'm getting to the small, I'm making my way to the small content creators, but I want you to see what they really push on YouTube. They don't want to push content where people are crossing their eyes and crossing their T's and dotting their I's. They don't want people who's really following the guidelines. They want these shock value videos and the clickbait. I can't believe they said they were going to get rid of clickbait years ago, and clickbait is still going on. Bruh, let me go ahead and start talking about my small content creators. Screw these dang on people. This brings me to the small channels. Now, I've been noticing there are channels on YouTube that has 1,000 subscribers and their views are up and down, up and down, up and down. The reason for that is a lot of people, when they subscribe to small content creators, is normally for a game or something trendy that they did on their channel. And I'm beginning to know this. I noticed this too with my channel as well. I'm beginning to notice that too with my channel as well. The views are kind of up and down. Like, I have popular views at the beginning of this year, which was 6 months ago, and now these are my views right now. And I noticed that a lot of people, they click in or they tap in, you know, because they want to see a certain video. So that's why it's popular. And also I put my videos on itch.io as well. That's another reason too. That's another reason why too, excuse me. But I noticed that all content creators have their issues with YouTube. But I want to bring out, it's very hard for Black content creators to grow on here. It feels like we have to do a lot of things trendy, or we have to do things like shock value, like the Prince family, or we have to do some type of giveaway and don't really give nothing away like Lipsy. But I only can find Black content creators, especially Black gamers, on Reddit, on itch.io, and on Tumblr. I mostly find a lot of black content creators on itch.io. For example, when I went to Corey apartment, I saw that there were Black content creators right there in that area. So just to give you an example, that I'm not, you know, that I'm not making this up. It's really hard for me to find small black content creators it's also hard for me to find other middle sizes content creators as well, like Jazzy Guns. I found her through AyChristene. I found AyChristene through Poise, just to give you guys an example. So black content creators are really not pushed through YouTube. They're not really being pushed through the algorithm. I do know that other content creators besides black content creators have the issues, but black creators got to be first seen to even have an issue. So that's pretty much what's happening with us. I noticed that this particular channel right here was pushed through the algorithm. I don't know the race of them, but I don't know if it's black or white, but I can tell by the audio. You notice that all the little white channels, like all the white content creators are being pushed through the algorithm. And when I click on these videos, they're not white. They're not, black content creators, not even Latino, and not even Asian. But they're just, you can tell that they are white content creators by their voice. And you normally can, a lot of people, like, you can't really do that. You can't distinguish that. But black content creators tend to have a bass in their voice, like mine. Sometimes when I play games on Call of Duty or something like that, people tend to think that I'm a boy. I don't sound like a girl. So just to give you an example of that. Just to give you an example, right here, this is a small content creator. And she's white. I just found out about her a couple days ago. She's not huge. She's a small content creator. So that just goes to show you that they are pushing. Both of these people are small, white content creator. I say this to say this. People might ask me, and I've heard people ask me this before, why do you continue to keep making videos on YouTube? I said, first of all, I started on YouTube before Twitter, before Instagram, before Twitch. I've been on YouTube for a very, 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 very long time. Not a very long time, but I've been on here longer than the other platforms. And when I first started making YouTube, it was not about money. It's sad to say that a lot of people now, they're running to YouTube because they want to be the next PewDiePie, or they want to be huge. They want to be like the next big Markiplier. They want to make, a whole bunch of money because they're looking at all these videos of people, spending all their money, showing all their cash and stuff like that on social media. But that was not my focus. My mom was my motivator. She passed away in 2018, but before she did, she have seen both of my YouTube channels. And she really did like both of them. She also tried to tell me how to carry myself. She was my biggest motivator for my channel. Another thing too was I like the creative side. I like to edit a lot of things. I actually was going to college for that back in 2017, before my mom died in 2018. I never finished it, but it was in mass media. So a part of that was editing, filming video, journalism. I like to look up things and research things on my own. I'm saying this to say this. When I upload a video or I record a video, if I get a video from Twitch when I stream, when I edit my videos, it takes me a long, long time. I remember my Doki Doki Leisure Club over here, it took me 8 hours to edit. And then 2 days, in the 2 days afterwards, I still was going back editing with it. So that doesn't add any more hours to that. My intros that I have made, let me show you. So this intro took me about a long time, like 3 days, 8 hours within 3 days to make this intro. This very scary intro right here took me 7 days to make. These edits on my videos in general, they take days, they take hours. And I don't like the fact that my videos don't get pushed to the algorithm or nobody's really seeing it. It's just ridiculous. I just can't say enough. Parent Animal, I've watched his channel. Matt Made, I watched their channel. Leah, I think her name is Leah. I know her name is Leah Mines, but Leah, they watched her channel. I watched her channel too as well. I think she got 30,000 subscribers. I think Parent Animal got 600, and I think Matt Made, he has over 1,000. They take a lot of time in their channels. For their channels not to be way past 40,000 subscribers is beyond me. They have everything that I don't have. The best mic, the best camera. They have the best quality of videos. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what? Like, are you kidding me? I remember when I was talking about, I was talking about CoryxKenshin and AyChristene and John Wolfe over there on Twitch. And Heron Animal typed that he edited a video for like 8 hours for somebody and nobody gave him any credit for the video. I really do think that people are out here thinking that editing is an easy thing and you can do it in like 1 hour. I literally had people asking me, say, you edit your own videos and it takes longer than 2 hours? Yes, it does. So when you put a lot of work into these videos and your videos are not getting seen and people are not giving you credit for them, it sucks. So I understand what the bigger YouTubers are talking about. That's messing with their bag, that's their livelihood, but they have somebody to talk to. What about the small content creators that have absolutely nobody to talk to? We have no union reps. Who can we talk to for issues? I've had issues where I've made content, and I'm not talking about Just Dance, because I will be uploading a video about Just Dance. I'm not talking about Just Dance, but other content where it'll get copyrighted and then the copyright gets taken away. I have seen that. What CoryxKenshin said, where he got age restricted and it got taken away and then age restricted again. Oh yes, YouTube does things like that where they'll copyright something and they'll take it away. I've seen that, which is weird. And I'm like, why did they take it away? Like, okay. I have seen other small YouTubers channels get deleted. I was following somebody's channel and they mostly did a lot of Roblox videos, and basically their channel got deleted. He said he don't know why. I think he sent a letter out to YouTube. He never got a response back. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what do the small content creators do when our channels get deleted, or a video gets deleted, or a copyright strike? What do? We have nobody to talk to. We're not big like that on YouTube. We're pretty much nobodies. I'm pretty much a nobody on YouTube right now. I only got 265 subscribers. And you know what? You 265 subscribers, I appreciate you guys being here, but I'm pretty much a nobody. YouTube doesn't push your videos through their algorithm. They tend to turn off the notification if you don't watch the video for a very long time. Like, I remember one time I didn't watch Jazzy Guns for a long time, and I had to go back over to Jazzy Gun's channel to turn back on her notification. I had to do this for Poise. I had to do this for other YouTubers. If you don't see me coming to your channel, it's because the notification turned off. I don't turn these things off. People think that we're making this up when we say hit the notification button, hit the notification button, hit the notification button, hit the notification button, subscribe. I don't know how true it is, but they said that some subscribers, YouTube unsubscribe subscribers from your channel. I don't know how true that is. But we need to bring these things up to question, YouTube. We really do need to fix these issues. You guys can sit here and say that YouTube is not doing these things, but they are. I want to know, why is it that in 2018 you guys were pushing me through the algorithm, and in 2019, after you guys got sued, all these little videos that I made that were rated E got in a whole lot of trouble. And speaking of rated E video, I wanted to bring this out on my
most incredible doll.
On my granny video. I've said this before, and I say it and say it again. Oh, interesting. They deleted it. The person deleted their video. The person deleted their video. I'm gonna have to show you a clip or whatever of a video I just recently made, but it was about a YouTuber, and I'm gonna show it to you so you guys can see it for yourself. Give me a second. So I had played Granny about 4 years ago, It's like one of my it is my highest viewed video off of here, and my highest rating went off here. But you know, down here in the comments, let me see if I can find it. So this person says, viewer discretion and advisory at the beginning of the video would be helpful in keeping your younger children away from the violence and fear displayed in this game. Thanks. I was like, and this was back in 2019. Jay Steele, my videos are not for kids. So if kids watch it, that YT folk, because I checked the box in my creator area, not for kids. I make I make vids for young adults and older anyway. I have older people sub to me the most. Yeah, I kind of figured, and it's no knock on your actual content, just discretion or lack thereof. I would personally appreciate perhaps something a little more obvious and visible that I can see without having a scrub through it, so that I don't have my 5-year-old watching a demon zombie lady bludgeon people with a bat. But thanks anyway. You see, this is the issue that I have with parents. Why do you have your kid? You are a parent, okay? You have your 5-year-old son watching a rated what? And they put it, and I don't know why YouTube changed this to Granny Chapter 2, but this was Granny. They changed it to Granny Chapter 2, which I don't know why YouTube has been doing this. Lately, they have been changing my games. I don't know why they're doing that. This is not Granny Chapter 2. And I wish you'd stop doing that, YouTube. This is another issue that I'm having, is they're changing the games. That's not Granny Chapter 2. I know what I put down there back in 2018. It was Granny. So Granny Chapter 2 was not even out 4 years ago, okay? This is another issue that I have. But yeah, anyway, if you go look up Granny back in 2017, Granny was rated M for mature. It was not rated T for teen, it was not rated E. When this game first came out, it was rated M for mature. Your child has no business watching me play this game. Period. Yeah, the month, and not from period. So yeah. Period. Now, you know what's funny to me? I go back to Granny. That comment is not even there. Let's look. I'm looking for it. Where is this comment at? Now I see my other comments. Where is this comment? Somebody please tell me where the comment at. Did he delete it because I post a video about it? Because I proved that I was right, that parents are bringing their kids and watching our content, and then they're trying to make it seem like we are the bad content creators for making these videos, when Granny back in 2017 was rated M and still is rated M, and you brought your kid to my channel? You brought your kid to my channel. What are you doing here? Mr. J, I think that was his name. That is the BS that I have with my channel to yet this day. But I'm kind of glad that YouTube separated us from the kids channel because of mess like that. Just to give you a heads up what we were going through. So it was some of these people where Jacksepticeye was saying that people were flagging channels. I really do believe that a lot of people got upset with you, and I think they really were like flagging people's channels, probably were reporting you a lot, reporting your channels, because they can do that a lot to YouTube. Oh yeah, Jacksepticeye was kind of talking about this, but I've been had a feeling that, you know, you viewers on YouTube have been doing this. Oh yeah, y'all too be messing up our algorithm as well. A lot of y'all have. Some of y'all are trolls, and then some of y'all are parents that don't like certain content. Like this dude coming over here. Clearly, I'm playing a rated M for mature game. But you come over here with your kids. You come over here with your kids. Why you bring your kids over here? Okay? I don't know. At this point, if you are a new content creator, this is what you need to know. You need to be careful what you say. You can't say the R word. You can't talk about harming yourself. You can't talk about anything that I don't know if I can put this word up here or I'm gonna have to spell it funny, but these are the words you can't really say. I don't know how true it is, but you can't say another word too. It's crazy how YouTube is. Like I said, YouTube used to be the place to be. A lot of people I know, me and my friends, we always want to be YouTubers. And how it is now, I don't know what's going on with this platform. Sometimes they're pushing you through the algorithm. You do one bad thing, whereas you play like a kiddie game like I did just now with Dora is Dead, because it's using cartoon characters in it. That's going to attract kids to your channel. So what they do is they suppress those views. I tend to notice that with YouTube. If you play like creepy horror games with cartoon characters in it, like SpongeBob or Squidward, they tend to suppress their views. I also noticed too that Multiverse wasn't pushed through because that's considered a rated E games. That's another thing. If you're doing a gaming channel, rated E games is very hard to push through the algorithm, especially if you're not making content for kids, which I think that is so dumb. I think this whole thing is so dumb. But YouTube, I really do wish that you guys would listen to your independent content creators, not the corporate channels, the independent content creators. Big, middle, small, itsy bitsy tiny channels. I really do wish that you would push us through the algorithm and stop trying to suppress us. I really do. I enjoy making content and I enjoy uploading it to YouTube. I enjoy it. And I enjoy that some people do push their way through the algorithm and see my content. Now, I do believe that YouTube is kind of like pushing people through the algorithm a little bit because of the incident that happened with the big YouTubers. Now they want to push the small content creators. Doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of change that has to be done over here on YouTube, and I don't think just on YouTube, on other platforms as well. I think I'm going to talk about that more on my other channel, MJ's Nia. This is how the logo look. Go check me out. I think I'm going to talk about the other platforms like Instagram and Twitch. I think I'm gonna talk about Twitch over here because they do some weird things too. Whereas who they push through their channels. I already said this several times. When you sign out of YouTube, you see who they push. But yeah, let me know what you think of the video down below. Please be polite. Please be very polite. Your comment may get deleted or you might get banned. One of the two, you pick. But as for now, I shall see y'all later. Peace.
Thank you.